Race 8. Set now. They're racing. And hard to find an early leader. Mac Toddy showing up in the middle is going to look for the early lead and soon after get across and lead Hey Hardy. In the meantime, up on the outside, Lucy McCool comes up for a dip for the lead. And they were followed by Coralie Joy, but Mac Toddy retains the top spot. Further back then is Your Blue Eyes Crying. It lobs in a lovely spot, 3 back in the running line. And they were being followed further back then as they turn into the straight by Springfield Cruise, who's back along the inside. As they work down with 2 to go, they were followed well back in the race there by Calvin, who is in the running line, and the last trio are Architecture, 3 Penny Opera, and taking off Regency Franco 3 wide. 30.3 was the lead time as they leave the straight, and the pilot is Mac Toddy. Shows the way from Hey Hardy in second, Posse. Now third at the moment as they work into the back straight is Lucy McCool, and here's Your Blue Eyes Crying. Set a light on the outside. Now it works around the outside when Regency Franco made its move. Further back then on the inside is Springfield Cruise, who's 3 markers, and then we go back to Coralie Joy, Calvin, Architecture, and at the tail of the field is 3 Penny Opera, about 10 lengths off the leader. 32 seconds was the first quarter of the last mile, and it's Mac Toddy making play. In second spot, Regency Franco. Third, Hey Hardy, and Your Blue Eyes Crying. That mid-race move by Sutton sees it land 1 by 1. Springfield Cruise is next as they work into the home straight. Further back then to Lucy McCool, who's been shuffled back a little. A break in the race then as they come down the straight was Coralie Joy. Taking off from the back is Architecture, 3 Penny Opera, and Calvin jumps into that 3 wide line as they leave the straight. 30.2 second quarter, 62.2 the half, and the field just bunches a bit here. Going into the back, Mac Toddy led. Second is Regency Franco sticking on. Third is Hey Hardy, and they were followed around the outside, putting in a burst by Architecture. Your Blue Eyes Crying's now in a zip fast in a pocket, and then came further back to Coralie Joy. Lucy McCool's in a lot of traffic as well, and Calvin heads the remainder. Mac Toddy led a half. In second spot on the outside, trying to stick on as Regency Franco. Now Your Blue Eyes Crying saw a gap towards the inside. It just needs to get away from that peg pocket. 29 for the quarter. They near the home turn. The leader Mac Toddy, but Your Blue Eyes Crying gets into the clear now to launch. And then came Regency Franco, but Mac Toddy has a little bit of a kick. Now Your Blue Eyes Crying. Let's down on the outside. Your Blue Eyes Crying grabs Mac Toddy. There's a gun drive if you don't mind. And too good for them. Your Blue Eyes Crying has bloused Mac Toddy, and getting home late when it was all over was Lucy McCool. In that bunch then was Regency Franco, Coralie Joy, Architecture, Hey Hardy. Next to finish is Calvin, followed by Springfield Cruise. And towards the tail end of the field, last in was 3 Penny Opera. But by gee, if you back Your Blue Eyes Crying, Lee Sutton, take a bow.